Here are 3 reasons why intermittent fasting is so much more than just skipping breakfast. Number 1, it affects your insulin levels, which affects your ability to burn fat.
The big one, intermittent fasting. I've had hundreds of comments asking about intermittent fasting, so here you will learn whether its hype is justified. There are many ways to practice intermittent fasting, however the most common one is where you fast for 16 to 20 hours of the day. Many pages claim that IF will reduce your insulin exposure or it will turn on fat burning mode, so let's break it down. Time for school. Now I think it's pretty obvious that intermittent fasting can improve your health, simply because it's an easy to follow tool used by many to reduce the number of calories you're eating. These meta-analyses of dozens of control studies show that IF can lead to weight loss, improved insulin resistance, appetite hormone regulation, and other metabolic benefits. Okay, this is obvious. Now the real important question here is, does IF provide additional health benefits? Does IF provide additional health benefits over just reducing your calories and eating whenever you want? In other words, does IF do anything else apart from improve your health by causing weight loss? This topic is far too complex for a 3-minute TikTok, but I'll do my best to summarize. When calories are matched, generally speaking, the intermittent fasting groups and calorie restriction groups both achieve the same weight loss, as well as the same improvements in lipid profiles and fasting insulin, etc., backed by several reviews of long and short-term studies. However, there is a growing body of evidence showing that intermittent fasting, particularly earlier feeding windows, where your calories are consumed in the earlier part of the day, does provide additional health benefits independent of your calorie intake. This is because all bodily systems follow a 24-hour cycle, also called our circadian rhythm. So our body is better at metabolizing nutrients earlier in the day, because that's when it was designed to digest food. This then implies that eating the majority of your calories later in the day can cause issues. For example, this study ensured that both groups were eating enough to maintain their weight. They found that the early feeding group, which only ate between 9 and 3 p.m, resulted in improved insulin sensitivity, beta cell responsiveness, blood pressure, appetite, and oxidative stress over the 12-hour feeding group. Another controlled example, which found that the group eating dinner at 10 p.m. rather than 6 p.m. had nocturnal glucose intolerance and reduced fatty acid oxidation. The researchers concluded that this may promote obesity if these recur chronically. And this brand new review also highlights that studies employing earlier eating windows have demonstrated clinical benefits, such as improved glycemic and lipid profiles, and in some cases even enhanced weight loss. So what does this all mean? Intermittent fasting can be an effective method for achieving weight loss and improving cardiometabolic health. Even though the majority of evidence show that its benefits are largely down to a calorie deficit, there is evidence suggesting that earlier feeding windows are better for health and can provide additional metabolic and even weight loss benefits. Class dismissed.